So we are ready for play, and it looks like Stresetti will be on strike. We'll wait and see who will pick up the bowling. And it looks like Parveen Dull has been given the ball. Matt, welcome back. This is going to be a good clash. We talked about the first encounter. It was the New York team that got the better of the Philadelphians. Welcome to this matchup at 2:30.
Yeah, it was a clinic from Garanshu Sharma in the previous encounter between these two. We saw that big knock of 89 from Garanshu that wrapped up a relatively easy chase by 7 wickets for the New York City Titans. Pinak Ghosh played a decent hand in that win as well. So once again batting first here at the Philadelphians, winning the toss, opting to bat first, which is a bit surprising.
So the left arm spin of Parveen Dull comes into the attack here, and he will start attacking the opener. Ryan Scott waits at the other end, but Stresetti will be the man to face off here for the Philadelphians. Oh, ball hasn't carried. They're celebrating, and apparently it has. Ryan Shun comes up with a stunner, and we'll have to wait and see. He has been given out. Yep, he's been given out. And so first ball of the match, Stresetti falls, and the Philadelphians, they've lost one.
Yeah, Parveen Kumar straight away, yep, outside edge, into the hands of Ryan Shun. And immediately the man from UAE, Stresetti, not too pleased. Perhaps suggesting maybe it didn't carry because it was a clear outside edge.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it. We'll take a look at the catch, but as Stresetti trots off, and it's a brilliant catch from Ryan Shun. And Matt, we did see while Ryan Shun was running to celebrate, he was limping after that. Let's take a look at the catch.
Let's go, boy.
Yeah, so clearly off the outside edge. We'll have a look. Tough to tell from that angle. Looked as though he may have had something beneath. But Stresetti, perhaps suggesting it didn't carry, was asking the umpires for something.
Yeah, well, it's here is Parveen Dull to Onkar Zope, and into the offside. The boys are hustling this NYC Titans team. Keshav Raval gets quickly onto the ball, and what confident start here from the Titans, Matt. First ball wicket.
Yeah, and a dream start for the New York City Titans. See the back of Stresetti.
Yeah, so Onkar Zope gets an early walk to the middle. He joins Ryan Scott, and we've seen a very good start from Parveen Kumar. And will come into bowl to Onkar Zope. He has just come to the crease. And a big swing and a miss, and so the ball goes through to the keeper, Jaladua, who doesn't pick up cleanly. Pinak Ghosh is the fielder. And we were just talking about the manner in which the first encounter went between these two teams. And by now, you know, folks, teams play each other twice. And a play and a miss. So Parveen Kumar Dull all over the Philadelphians in this first over.
Yeah, this has been a great start from the Canadian, Parveen Kumar. Wicket first ball of Stresetti. Mentioned how potent the spin attack has been for the NYC Titans. The likes of Parveen Kumar, Keshav Raval, Ravish Kanchi, Sahir Bhatia. We'll all see later on, I'm sure. Brilliant bit of fielding. Look at that, off his own bowling. Brilliant bit of work from Parveen Kumar. And a very solid start this for the New York City Titans.
Yeah, we saw Jaladua employing a couple of slips. You don't see that too often in T20 cricket, and I like the approach here by Jaladua. New batsman on strike. You've got to be attacking at the first. And look at that brilliant first over from Parveen Kumar. Comes to an end. Wicket maiden to start for the NYC Titans.
Yeah, another one just beating the outside edge through to Jaladua, who once again doesn't pick up cleanly. So a bit of an uncharacteristic start for Jaladua. Has put a few down. Didn't seem as if any of them were chances, but hopefully if they do get that chance, he doesn't put it down. None for one after the first over.
Number 11.
A wicket maiden to start. We saw a wicket maiden earlier in the game as well from Najaf Shah. Very first ball of the innings, all in identical fashion. Removed Rizwan Mazar. That went on to be a wicket maiden first over. Same thing has happened here for the NYC Titans. This time from the left arm spinner Parveen. And this is another look. Just beating the outside edge through to Jaladua. As the quickie Mario Laban comes into the attack.
Yeah, Mario Laban. We'll take a look at the first ball of the match, but let's see what Mario Laban brings to the table. Ryan Scott has watched 6 deliveries goes down, Matt, and he has watched one of his partner, one of his colleague, Sri Seti, walk back to the shade, and now the ball has been handed over to Spitzer Mario Laban. Here we go. Now, folks, this is the first catch.
From that angle, looks as though he's got something beneath the ball.
So Mario Laban runs into both to Ryan Scott. Scott gets a good delivery that comes back into the left hand. A good start here from Mario Laban.
Yeah, it'll be a good contest this between Laban and Ryan Scott. You feel Scott will like the pace on the ball, but Mario Laban is certainly a very talented bowler. And he's bowling to a Ryan Scott that has not been in the best of form lately for the Philadelphians. Similar to Chandrapal Hemraj in a sense, he's gotten some starts but has not been able to really push on and has not been playing at that fluency that we come to expect from Ryan Scott.
Slice into the offside, runs here for Ryan Scott. Could go all the way. In fact, he has gone across the ropes and gone away for 4. Good shot from Ryan Scott. Ball outside the off stump. And a good slashing shot. He picks up a boundary.
Yeah, he's such a strong player on the offside as Ryan Scott. Cannot afford to give him width with pace. Not the best delivery from Laban. He's got that slice up and over that he plays so well, does Ryan Scott. No protection out there either. So enticing a free swing kind of. Look at that wrist work as well from Ryan Scott. Very wristy in his game.
And Matt, we talked about when we came into today's play, 3 teams were locked on 6 points. And well, we've got 2 because... Oh, what a delivery! And so he's been given out. So Ryan Scott goes caught behind off a rising ball from Mario Laban. And the Philadelphians, they're 2 down with 4 on the board.
Yeah, another one from Mario Laban getting a decent bit of height off the surface. Ryan Scott claiming it came off the shoulder. We'll have a look here. Laban getting one that rises. Ryan Scott, something on it through to Jaladua behind the stumps, claiming it was off the shoulder. In the end, he's been put out 4 for 2. The Philadelphians in trouble. Yeah, close-up look. Regardless of where it struck, it was one that gave Ryan Scott a fair bit of difficulty. And yeah, you could see him motioning. He's very unhappy with that one. In disbelief.
Yeah, 2 down for 4. Aditya Ganesh comes to the middle. And now Mario Laban has joined Parveen Kumar, and they've picked up 1 apiece. Couple of early wickets here for the Philadelphians, against the Philadelphians. And Mario Laban will running from the media center and will come into both Aditya Ganesh. He's come very quickly to the crease. Ganesh with just 9 balls into this contest. And now it's in the air. Oh my goodness. And we will have to wait and see another catch. And this time Aditya Ganesh goes. Is 4 runs and 3 wickets down.
The Titans are rocking and rolling here. The short deliveries are doing the trick for Mario Laban. Another one rising on Aditya Ganesh. Couldn't do anything about it, and it's just gone tamely up in the air. Simple catch for Jaladua. Went a long way up, and you could see Mario Laban before it even smacked into the gloves of Jaladua. Mario Laban was already off. Knew there was no way the skipper was going to drop that. And I wonder what Aditya Ganesh was complaining about with that one. 4 for 3, 2 and 2 for Laban.
One leg stump, little in. That's leg stump. It's coming right arm over to you. 2 more balls.
So, Mario Laban is on a hat trick. It's been a dream start for the NYC Titans. It brings J. Kishan Parwani out to the middle for the Philadelphians.
So very attacking field here from Jaladua. A couple of slips and a gully in place. So very attacking field here for Mario Laban. The hat-trick balls, and they brought in a forward short leg. Kwame Patan takes the helmet and goes to a bit of forward short leg. Here's the hat-trick ball. Laban to Parwani, and in fact we'll have to wait until the umpires decided that, well, I need to go over to the other side because there's a man at forward short leg, and so he could be blocking my vision. So a little bit of hold up here, and Mario Laban, he is on a hat-trick. He's picked up the wicket of Aditya Ganesh, and he's picked up the wicket of Ryan Scott. And he gets a good delivery here. Parwani defense, Matt. And what a start here from the Titans.
Yeah, brilliant start from Parveen Kumar and Mario Laban. The Philadelphians have been rocked early on. Take a look at another one here from another look for Aditya Ganesh's dismissal. Top edge, easy catch for Jaladua.
So Laban, ball defended into the offside. They're gonna scamper for 1. It's 5 for the loss of 3. The second over comes to a close.
Yeah. Go. Ravish.
So Parveen Dal will continue. First over went for a mid-mat, picked up 1. And will come into bowl to Parwani, who has just come to the middle. And it's one of those things, Matt, when you're batting at number 5, how quick you've got to get your pads on, because who would expect 3 down with only 5 on the board? And he's defending into the offside, and why not, realizing that 3 men have gone back to the shade. And he has come out here with a job to do, a big job to be done here. Unkar Zope has faced 5 balls. He watches the action, but here is Parveen Kumar. Oh, that's a lovely shot into the onside. Gets Parwani. In fact, he gets a boundary. It looks like Sahir Bhatia came in, attacked the ball, and the ball went right through him for 4.
Yeah, swung away from Parwani. Sahir Bhatia running around, perhaps running in a bit too hard on that one, trying to cut it off. In the end, just a bit of a lapse in concentration. And through it goes for the second boundary of the innings.
So ball guided into the offside. You're looking at Parveen Dull. We talked about the Canadian presence in minor league cricket over time, Matt. He's another one. Earlier we saw Salman Azhar. We used to see Saad bin Zafar. We've seen Ryan Patan, Aaron Johnson. Speaking of Aaron Johnson, he's got a bucket load of runs in the West.
Yeah, certainly on top of things all around the minor league is the man from the San Ramon Grizzlies, Aaron Johnson. But yeah, there's always been a strong Canadian presence. We saw Mohamed Kamal, who was an active subfielder for the Cavaliers, is also out of Canada.
Swept away. That's a lovely shot. Good fight back here from Parwani. And he picks up his second boundary in this over.
Well, Jay Kishan Parwani is a man, for those that don't really know too much about him, is a name that, what I'm about to tell you, you ought to know who Jay Kishan Parwani is. Plays a lot of cricket up in the northeast. We take another look at this sweep. Very nicely done. Spends his time around the Philly, New Jersey, even down in Delaware at times, does Parwani. Has that clip something? It's been put down again by Jaladua, who has not had his sharpest day behind the stumps. In fact, no, so it will just be a bye. Luckily for the NYC Titans, looked, judging by their reactions, as if it clipped something. It didn't. So a bye to end the third over. It's 14 for 3.
Yo, can I see the ball? Next.
So Mario Laban will continue, and rightly so. 2 for 5 in his first over.
Yeah, he was on a hat-trick. Got a wicket of Ryan Scott. And then picked up the wicket of Aditya Ganesh. Philadelphians, they have won the toss, led by Corner Dry, electing to bat. And the way things have gone here, Titans have dominated the first 3 overs of things. And Parwani gets a good delivery. They're gonna scamper through for 1. Good running. And hands a strike over to Unkar Zope, who has watched a lot of the action, Matt. But you were telling us about Jay Kishan Parwani and how prolific he has been in the greater Philadelphia area.
Yeah, and you look at his cricket club stats. Obviously, that's the primary way of tracking players, local players in the US. Jay Kishan Parwani is a man across several states, from 2023 to 2025, so he's only been playing around the area for about 3 years. Big shot from Umkar Zope will get off the mark in fine style here with a boundary. And Umkar Zope is another youngster, very free-flowing, will go after even the best of bowlers. And he responds well to the short ball from Laban, off the mark with 4.
Yeah, good looking shot from Unkar Zope. Those are big release shots. And Matt, I saw Unkar Zope last weekend up at Mercer County and really played a good hand. And he's come out here realizing that the pressure is on the batting team. He's got to break free. And a good looking shot into the onside off the bowling of Mario Laban. Again, he's looking for more, but not timed well into the onside. But you were saying?
Yeah, man with over 5,000 runs across the last 2 or 3 years, Jay Kishan Parwani. And again, that is spread across New Jersey, Philadelphia and Delaware. Particularly this season has been playing in Philadelphia. 600 runs this season alone in local cricket in the Greater Philadelphia League.
Oh, slashed. Big shot into the offside. We'll pick up a couple of runs here for sure. Ravish Kanchi comes around. And Matt, you see the enthusiasm here for the NYC Titans, and why not? We talked about very good run in this tournament so far, but look at that, Unkar Zope. He's carrying the fight to this NYC Titans bowlers.
Yeah, very attacking youngster, very fearless is Unkar Zope. Fighting fire with fire here, 21 for 3. but Zope has looked to go after Laban.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of brave shots in this over. One gone for 4, one a slice, slower ball down the leg side, called a wide. And Matt, you're talking about the cricket club's aggregate scores that they do have up. We talked about Derek Narain, a player from the Eagles with over 85, in fact Yorkers with 8,500 runs as tallied by cricket clubs. And the fact is we've seen some players with thousands of runs in the area. Laban, lovely shot from Omkar Zope, and he's fighting back for the Philadelphians.
Lovely shot off the bat of Omkar Zope. And this is a big over here for the Philadelphians, just to regain their composure a bit. And it's the youngster Omkar Zope who is not messing around here. He's going to play his natural game regardless of how many wickets are down. Beautiful shot with disdain as well. Look at the power behind that shot from Omkar Zope.
Wow, that's a lovely shot. And then the moment he hit the ball, he already know that's 4. He just walked to the side of the pitch, and he's ready to say hello to Parwani, and just a punch glove, maybe hit the bat, but he's ready. And we've seen 12 in this over so far from Mario Laban. Now he is under some bit of pressure. Slower ball into the onside, can't score. 4 gone, the Philadelphians batting first. They're 3 down for 26 on the board. Okay, Omkar Zope made a 50 in the last.
Two minutes पीछे. Come on, boys. Skip 2 minutes behind, huh? Skip 2 minutes behind. Water. कोई नहीं एक डालवा के देख लेते हैं चांस है.
So 26 for 3. We've seen a big over off the bat of Omkar Zope. As Chiranshu Bhatia comes into the attack. First time for the season we're seeing Chiru Bhatia with his new home, the NYC Titans. A man formerly of the Philadelphians is Chiru Bhatia. Has been out of action for a bit in minor league cricket. I understand he had some personal issues last season. Spent a lot of time going back and forth to India with his family. But he's back now in 2025 facing his former club, his former franchise.
Yeah, Matt, he brings a lot to the table. A genuine all-rounder is Chiranshu Bhatia. I'm glad to see him back. The last time we saw him, and you talked about his Philadelphian days, but here he's back with the Titans, and you get the feeling that he's a good man to always keep in the side. He can bowl, he can bat. And he comes in here in the 5th over. Oh, flicked into the onside. Couple of runs here on tap for Parwani. Chiru Bhatia under pressure, sends the throw in. A good one. My goodness. Not collected by Kwame Patan Jr. But it was a very good effort from Sahil Bhatia.
Yeah, well, he seemed to be struggling to get back to the other end, was Omkar Zope. I'm not sure why. Kwame Patan couldn't collect cleanly. Had that throw been a bit more on the money, right over the stumps, Zope would have been gone. But the throw just a little too wide, and again, not the cleanest pickup from Kwame Patan, but was really struggling to get down to the other end.
So ball cut into the offside. Good shot again. We've seen a good fighting knock by both of these batters out in the middle, man. In particular, Omkar Zope, he comes in to strike. Very exciting player. I saw him last week at Morsa County. Slammed 55. I called that game. And he's such a brave individual. Who would have thought? He comes in here at 3 for 4 and nothing changes with his approach to batting from Onkar Zope.
Yeah, and that's what you want in a natural T20 cricketer, to be able to play that natural game, to be able to stick to your guns no matter what the situation is. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Play and a miss, and the ball goes through to Jaladua. And Matt, we talked about the New York Thunderbolt connection, another big local team. They are in the final, and that of course includes the likes of Jaladua, Kwame Patan Jr. I think Shiro Bhatia maybe plays for that team. Ryan Shun, quite a few of the players there. But we're watching Shiro Bhatia. And Onkar Zope, a mighty swing, and he misses it completely. It goes to the skipper, Jaladua.
Yeah, so that's that youth of Onkar Zope coming in, the younger players growing up with T20 cricket. To be able to hit the ball, hit it cleanly, back yourself. Becoming quite a common thing now to teach young players.
Yeah, slower ball. This has been a very good over here from Shiro Bhatia. A good return to minor league cricket. 5 gone. It's 29 for 3.
Good 6, boy. Beauty.
Last over of the power play.
So 5 overs gone, 29 for 3. And it looks like Mario Laban has handed the cap to the umpire, Matt. And he's going to bowl one more here. Last over for the power play. And not it does matter for any of these batters out in the middle. We've seen Onkar Zope willing to take the Titans bowlers on. And Parwani himself, he has made his intentions quite clear. He's going to play shots.
Yeah, and again we mentioned how prolific J. Kishan Parwani has been around Philadelphia and New Jersey. And when you look at his stats, and when you look at the locations of where Parwani plays his cricket, he's played about 20 league games in Philadelphia alone. Plus he's played a handful of games in New Jersey. So my question is, where does he find the time to just swap between states? I think even he's played a couple of games, maybe down in Delaware or somewhere, I think in the DMV area, just this season alone, in addition to representing the Philadelphians in minor league cricket. So he's a man that just plays cricket wherever he goes, and is a guy that has really been good at it at the local level, has been dominant in the local Philadelphia area and beyond.
Yeah, but well, in New York, I'll tell you what. Oh, lovely strike again from Onkar Zope. It hits the side screen, the sound of that and the bat, and that has gone for another maximum.
This is brilliant batting from Onkar Zope. Wow. And he has really taken it on here to Mario Laban. Likes the added pace coming on. And this one, probably the best shot of the day so far. Straight down the ground from Onkar Zope. Smashes into the side screen for 6.
Yeah, the big thundering song when leather hits aluminum. Playing a miss. A fast bowler reply to a batsman that has just struck you over the head. And that's a lovely bit of display here from Onkar Zope. I talked about the fact that the last time I saw him, it was last weekend up in Mercer County, Matt. He got a 55 in quick time. Couple of big sixes for him there, and he's already struck one here. Here is Mario Laban, and a play and a miss, and the ball goes through to Jaladua. Good bowling here from Mario Laban. He's pulled the length back, and allowing the ball to bounce in front of Omkar Zoop. And a couple of good balls.
Yeah, and that's what has worked so far for Mario Laban. You look back at those 2 wickets that he got, one that rose on Ryan Scott, and then the short one that forced the top edge from Aditya Ganesh. So going into the surface, just trusting the bounce of the wicket has certainly worked out better for Mario Laban compared to when he's pitched it up. Has been put away by Omkar Zoop.
And the Philadelphians, man, they come here this weekend. Couple of big games for them. They take on the Titans today, and tomorrow they run into the Cavaliers, who will spend the weekend here up until Monday. In the air! This will take some catching. Oh, Shiro Bhatia calls for it. The reverse cup doesn't work, and it falls out.
Yeah, it struck firmly into the hands of Chiru Bhatia. Just for that split second, I thought he had it, but spilled it right at the end. Chiru Bhatia putting one down, and again going into the surface. This time Zope was able to make contact, but not the cleanest of hit. Look at how high that's gone. A skyer, and Chiru Bhatia settled, did everything right. Got 2 solid hands on the ball. Just couldn't complete the catch. Zope has gotten a thick slice away to the boundary for 4. So the drop, how often do we see it? A drop catch on the very next ball. Runs leaking. And it's been a very good end to the power play for the Philadelphians. A fight back here. It's 42 for 3. Another look at the chance. Chiru Bhatia did everything right, and just at the end spilling it, offering a chance to Omkar Zope on 18.
Yeah, 6 gone is 42 for the loss of 3. Good fight back here. And Matt, who would believe this is a 38-run partnership between Omkar Zope and J. Kishan Parwani. I like what I'm seeing here. We saw a lot of wickets. They were batting a 4 for 3, but who would believe that 38 runs after that came in just 23 balls? Omkar Zope has not shied away from a challenge, and he's well supported from J. Kishan Parwani. The Philadelphians are not backing down from a fight.
Yeah, certainly not. And we've talked a lot about Parwani, also Omkar Zope. 2 new faces in this Philadelphians lineup that are really mounting a fight back here. And this is where things will get interesting now that the power play is done. And we know when the power play is done that the NYC Titans have got a couple of spinners that tend to operate and have dominated these middle overs. We're about to see one of them, Keshav Raval, come into the attack. We'll see Sahir Bhatia, I'm sure, at some point later on. But for now, it's the under-21 Keshav Raval coming into the attack. And he could very well have a say in breaking this partnership.
I get the feeling I would have thrown Sahir Bhatia into this over here, Matt. But Keshav Raval, another one of the left-arm spinners that we talked about during the course of this minor league. He seems to be a factory for them. And he comes in here, will come into bowl to Omkar Zope, who's really batted well. We've seen a 39-run partnership, and the Philadelphians, they're fighting back here at the Oval. Here is Keshav Raval, 4th bowler to be used. Zope punches into the offside. Ball goes in the region of Chiru Bhatia, who we saw put Omkar Zope down. Omkar Zope was on 18 at that point. And Parwani comes back into strike. He's not been afraid to play a shot or 2 as Raval continues.
Bowling, Keshav, easy.
And so we've seen 3 quick wickets to fall. Ryan Scott for 4. Shrey Sethi first ball, and Aditya Ganesh also a first ball for him. Since then we've seen a good repair job by Zope and Parwani out in the middle. And Keshav Raval into the onside. So this has been a very good over from him so far. A couple of balls remaining. And we saw one from Chiru Bhatia who went pretty well. And over that only conceded 3 so far. So it's really a good contest over here at the oval.
Bowling, boy.
And still ways to go, still batting to come. Bhaskar Yadram, Hakeem Diwar, corner dry, still waiting in the wings. No Ray Ramratan. The ball outside the off stump, called the wide. And so that will have to be rebowled.
Yeah, and the youth players have really come to the party for the NYC Titans. Keshav Raval, under 21, and Sahir Bhatia, a current USA under 19 player. So the two of them have really served the Titans well. This one firmly down the ground. Straight to Mario Laban.
Yeah, Matt, the youngsters are really stepped up. And the whole idea of having those composition in the playing 11 is to foster and develop young players, and they've really done that. Both Bhatia and Keshav Raval has had a very good season for the Titans. Final ball coming up in this over. Oh, full toss into the onside. Bhatia has some work to do. He's been a busy man today, so the 7th over comes to a close. It's 48 for the loss of 3. 48 for 3.
Number 0, Bhatia. 0, Bhatia. Let's get ball. Bowler change. Coming right arm out to you.
So the partnership, we talked about a big partnership from 32 balls. And we've seen a good contribution from the pair out in the middle, Kishan Parwani and Onkar Zope. But here's another exciting young player, Sahir Bhatia. Given the ball, driven well. Passes Goranshu Sharma. And a very good shot from Parwani brings up the 54. The Philadelphians is 52 for 3.
Yeah, not the best start for Sahir Bhatia. Greeted with a boundary, a lovely shot from Kishan Parwani. Continues to motor this partnership along nicely for the Philadelphians.
And Matt, just a moment ago we saw a partnership of 44. Well, add 4 more to that, and you'll understand why when you're batting at 4 runs on the board with 3 wickets down, the context of 48 runs in a partnership really tells a big story here of a batting display from Onkar Zope and Kishan Parwani. Sahir Bhatia with 11 wickets in the East has come in here, and he's bowling in tandem with Keshav Raval. We talked about the young composition of this team this year. A couple of good comeback balls. What happened off the first ball?
Yeah, good comeback here from Sahir Bhatia. Would have picked up 4 wickets against the Philadelphians the first time they met.
Ball into the offside. We'll find, looks like Parveen Dal. Yeah, Matt, 3 for 1. Remember that game? 3 for 1 right here. 2 for 15, 2 for 24 for 35. You talked about a 4-wicket haul. It was against the Philadelphians. Ball defended into the offside. Can score is Onkar Zope. Given a life on 18 Onkar Zope. A catch that we thought Shiro Bhatia had at one time. Final ball coming up. They've crossed 50 in the 8th over. Here is the final ball. Bhatia. Zope gets a very good ball. Does well to keep it out. Looking for an attacking shot. And he made that adjustment in good nick. 8 gone is 54 for the loss of 3.
Yeah, maybe looking to pull that one. Didn't get the sufficient height, so made that adjustment. Just chopping it down the ground for a single. 6 off at 8, 54 for 3.
Huh? Okay. Let's go, yaar.
So Keshav Raval will continue. Let's look at his bowling figure during the course of this series, man. 4 for 20 on opening game for him. None for 18, 1 for 21, none for 15. So he's picked up a 4-wicket haul. And Onkar Zope, my goodness, this one has gone a long way over the head of Mario Laban, and that's another maximum for Onkar Zope.
Yeah, another clean strike off the bat of Onkar Zope. What a shot this is. Went high in the air and Mario Laban settled underneath it for a bit of time, but was always going to be a tough one. Was struck very cleanly and well over him in the end.
So Onkar Zope, as you can see, he's gone up to 31. Driven into the offside, half stop here from Kwame Patan Jr. So good start to this over for the Philadelphians. We've seen 7 off just a couple of balls. Seen a massive shot for 6 off the bat of Onkar Zope and brings Parwani back onto strike. And Matt, when you look at what has happened here and you look at the scorecard, couple of runs, good running from Parwani and Onkar Zope. When you look at what has happened here, 63 for 3. Considering now, take a look at this one. It went very high in the region of Mario Laban, and in the end, just going over the head of a very tall Mario Laban. When you look at this 59-run partnership, they've really not only repaired the damage, they've bought some time. But you look at a partnership that has gone up to some 60 runs. It really goes to show how well Onkar Zope and Parwani has really approached this batting phase. We've seen an over so far, gone for 10. More runs here for Onkar Zope. And they come back for a couple of runs. So what an over we've seen here for the Philadelphians. 12 off this over so far, with still 1 ball remaining.
Yeah, it's been a very healthy over this for the Philadelphians, just finding ways to score.
Yeah, into the offside, protection there. But an over that has conceded 13 runs by Keshav Raval comes to an end. And after 9 is 67 for the loss of 3.
Drinks after this over or fall off wicket, huh?
So Sahir Bhatia will continue. And we've seen a fabulous partnership of 63 or 44. Along the ground, Garanshu Sharma is the fielder, Matt. Welcome to the 10th over here. We've seen a big partnership. Onkar Zope very positive, Parwani in good support.
64 runs between these two. Good delivery, but still just being able to rotate strike, even if it's just by 1 or 2. Mixing the boundaries in as well.
So Onkar Zope comes into strike. And he goes in the region of long on. Garanshu Sharma, we've seen 3 singles in this over. Good bowling here from Sahir Bhatia so far. We talked about 11 wickets so far. Highest in the East for the time being. And Parwani comes back into strike. Oh, that's a lovely shot. Well placed from J. Kishore Parwani. It doesn't get better than that. Gone for 4.
Yeah, lovely shot here from Parwani. 4 fours to him. Another shot just goes inside out in the gap for 4 more. How do you stop this partnership? They are in very cruise control here at the moment, is Parwani and Zope. Pretty much going from both ends at the moment. There's no let up for the fielding side.
And Matt, we've seen 10 boundaries so far. You get the feeling that sometimes when you're rebuilding, you rebuild with 1s and 2s, but not this pair out in the middle. They've taken the opportunities to place and play shots when the opportunity arises. Yeah, cut away. More runs here for Onkar Zope. And we'll pick up a couple more. So things are beginning to come good here for the Philadelphians. 10 gone, the 77 for 3. So water break, and the Philadelphians, they're on the rebuild. And they're not only rebuilding, but they're scoring and scoring quickly. We've seen and talked about a big partnership on top here. Onkar Zope, along with J.K. Shan Parwani, 77 for 3 at the end of 10. And you get the feeling that we've seen a couple of strong bowling performances at the top of the order for Mario Laban. He was on a hat trick at one point, but look at that, 3 overs, no mean 2 for 30, so he's gone 10 and over. And that just goes to show you how well the Philadelphians have fought back here at the Oval. So 10 overs gone, 77 for 3. And we can't wait for the other 10 overs to come. Drinks break here at the Oval. So we're back here, Matt. Can't wait for this remaining 60 balls. And we've seen a fine knock. If this partnership of 73 between the pair out in the middle, can't wait to see what lies ahead for the Philadelphians.
Yeah, and you mentioned the strength that is still waiting. Bhaskar Yadram, Akim Diwar, Cornidrai, no Ray Ramratan, no Deveshwari Prasad, no Suprit Madan in this lineup, so some interesting names left out. Ramratan is serving as 12th man duties today. Haven't seen Prasad here at all, so certainly a couple of changes being made, but still some batting depth available as Parveen Kumar comes back. 10 overs to go. Desperate to try and break this partnership between Parwani and Zope.
So ball punched into the offside. Taking the pace off the ball. It looks like Ryan Shun, but tidied up by Shiru Bhatia. So Parvin Dole comes back into the attack. Parveen Kumar. And Matt, it's not too long ago that Parveen Kumar, he's part of the Canadian setup still. A team that includes the likes of Aaron Johnson. We talked about him. Saad bin Zafar, he's been part of the minor league setup. In fact, he used to play for the Cavaliers. And this one into the onside. Throw comes in from Pinagosh, but not in time. And that brings Zop back onto strike. But a Canadian side that I've seen recently, a couple of years ago, playing Bangladesh out at Prairie View. And so Parveen Kumar being part of the Canadian setup. Zop, this is going to be interesting. And I say interesting because this is how he plays. And he takes Parveen Kumar over the ropes.
Once again, Mario Laban can only watch as it sails over his head. Zop, what a performance we're seeing. You mentioned his 50 last week. Is here again, inching closer to that milestone. A massive shot down the ground from Zop.
Yeah, he's cashing in on a couple of half-century in just 7 days. And he settles and waits for Parveen Kumar. Goes flat. And we'll get a single. He goes up to 46 now, Matt. And bearing in mind, not to say anything, not to devalue anything here from Zop, but he's been given a life when he was on 18. But all that is part of the game.
Yeah, and has certainly made the most out of that chance from Chirubatia, making the Titans pay for that missed opportunity. He's been supported well at the other end as well by Parwani, who himself has played a good hand of 35 and 35 of 29, striking at just about 120 is Parwani, but we know he can certainly accelerate himself. Just hasn't had the need with Zop going guns blazing at the other end.
Yeah, wide is the call. Now, Matt, who would have thought you're down you're down 4 for 3 for 4, and you come up with a big partnership and still going at about 8 and over. In fact, way over 8.
It's a brilliant bit of fielding to keep that to just a single. I think it's Raval was got a bounce, awkward bounce off the grass, and was a very good diving stop to save runs.
Bowler change, shirt number 7.
Yeah, we've seen some good fielding. Ravish Kanchi comes into the attack. And he comes in here with 54 balls remaining, so the first time for the off spinner. And Matthew talked about the bowling composition here of the NYC Titans, and we talked about, apart from Mario Laban and Shiro Bhatia, expect everyone else to be slow bowlers. Oh, pulled into the onside. Garanshu Sharma is posted there and gives Zop his 48th run.
Yeah, and there's a bit of everything. You've got a couple of left arm spinners in Raval and Parveen. You've got the off spinner operating here in Kanchi, and you've got the wrist spinner in Sahir Bhatia. There is Kishav Raval. Be just another single. So Ravish Kanchi typically operates in the power play. Here he is much later on. And speaking of Kishav Raval, there was that save. It was an awkward bounce that he dealt with well. This one flies off the edge, well in front of Laban. And the throw came in. Kanchi couldn't collect. So a sharp single taken. And yeah, going back to Ravish Kanchi, we normally see him operate usually in the power play. Comes in here much later than usual. But when you've got such good power play bowlers, the likes of Mario Laban, Parveen Kumar, tends to have a bit of flexibility in terms of where guys bowl.
So we've seen 3 singles in this over from Ravish Kanchi. Batsman still looking to attack, but he has kept them quiet. And look at that, pulled in the region of square leg, and still another single. This has been a very good over here from Ravish Kanchi. Considering the off spinner, sometimes you can bowl into the swing zone of the batter's mat. 2 right-handers out in the middle. But the big moment has come. It's 49 for Zop, and he settles and waits for Ravish Kanchi. And this one into the onside. Could be a half-century here for Zop. And while Garanshu Sharma had saved, oh my goodness, and so he's been run out. So in the end, it all happens in one ball. Looking for a half-century ball, played into the region of Garanshu Sharma. He blocked it. And in the end, Onkar Zope ran out for 49.
What an eventful ball that is. Pulled away in the direction of Garanshu Sharma, who saved the 6. Was able to not complete the catch, but drop it just in front of the rope. And looking to come back for the second was Onkar Zope. Parwani didn't respond, so he'll be gone. He's brought up his half-century, has Onkar Zope. But in bringing up the half-century, he's also got himself run out. So what a bizarre sequence of events. It's almost defeated the celebrations of bringing up a half-century. Probably the least celebrated half-century you will ever see. And have another look at this. So much happened to dissect here. Garanshu Sharma reaching out, blocking the 6. Kwame Patton Jr. firing the throw in. And Onkar Zope halfway down the track was always going to be gone. And Ravish Kanchi just lobs it onto the stump. Zope is gone, 50 comes up, but he departs by way of run out. It's 95 for 4. And the NYC Titans have finally gotten the wicket. That brings Bhaskar Yadram out to the middle.
Yeah, that big partnership of 91 comes to a close. And Matt, here is Ravish Kanchi, very tidy over from him so far, and he completes an over that he has only conceded 6 runs. We've seen the departure of Onkar Zope, and so 12 gone, it's 96 for 4.
Sahir, you want covers back and... Okay. Okay. Keshav. Chiro.
So Sahir has come back. And you feel now with the departure of Onkar Zope, a bit of momentum now for the NYC Titans. Get the wicket taker back into action. Sahir Bhatia taken on the pad, but may have just been sliding down. Parwani going for the sweep, so going back to their strike bowler, the mystery spinner Sahir Bhatia, looking to perhaps add further pressure. And already some stifled appeals. Clipped away from Parwani. They're running hard. Will come back for a second. Yadram is quick and gets home for a couple of runs, testing the arm of Mario Laban.
Yeah, you've really got to appreciate the effort here by Parwani. Look, another wicket has fallen. He has come out. He's still playing the way that Parwani plays. He backs himself. He goes up to 40. Bhaskar Yadram is at the other end, and we know the exploit of Bhaskar Yadram. And one of the things about this Philadelphians team, they are not giving up any fight at all. They have carried this fight to the Titans. We saw a 91-run partnership between Onkar Zope and Parwani. Parwani is still out in the middle. And Matt, the irony when Onkar Zope went back in the pavilion, it was a bittersweet experience for the Philadelphians. They've got to applaud the 50 that he made, but they're not too happy that he's walking back into the pavilion.
Yeah, and certainly not the ideal way of being dismissed by way of run out. Communication breakdown between him and Parwani. Playing a miss here from Yadram, who finally faces his first ball.
Yeah, Yadi came into the side a little late for the Philadelphians. Missed what, the first 3 games or so. And when he came in, Matt, you were doing one of those games, got quickly up to a big score, got a 40 in one, I think his first game into the 2025 season.
Yeah, he made a big impact right away, showed the Philadelphians what they were missing.
Yeah, very good
bowling from Sahir Bhatia.
100 comes up into the onside. Bhaskar Yadram goes. So the 13th over comes to an end. It's 100 on the board for the Philadelphians. But we've seen a very good over here from Sahir Bhatia. 100 on the board. The Philadelphians haven't been, in fact, winning the toss and deciding to bat first. They're 100 for the loss of 4.
Let's go, batter, let's go.
So Ravish Kanchi will continue. First over went pretty well for him, Matt. Picked up, well, he went for 6, but was also part of the run out of Omkar Zope. 100 on the board. Bhaskar Yadram. Ball defended here. Good start from the off spinner. We've seen good bowling so far from Shiro Bhatia. We've seen good bowling from Ravish Kanchi. A couple of wickets at the top from Mario Laban. And now ball handed over to Ravish Kanchi. Good so far. So we talked about coming into this, coming into play today, Matt. 3 teams were on 6 points. Well, 1 has departed, and that is because the Cavaliers have won, so they have gone up to 8 points. So that leaves the Titans. An appeal too high. And so that has left the Titans and the Philadelphians on 6. And by the end of this match, another one will go up to 8 points. Adil Naushawan didn't play in the previous game, and that looks like Hamad Tanvir, the boys from the New England Eagles. So they've got, oh, big shot here from Parwani, and gone all the way over the head of Kwame Patan Jr. Another 6 here for the Philadelphians.
Yeah, lovely shot from J. Kishan Parwani. Slug swept all the way over the head of Kwame Patan. Have another look. Parwani will continue to fight on despite the loss of Omkar Zope.
Yeah, lovely shot, and that's the first real blemish here from Ravish Kanchi. A big appeal, and he's gone. So another wicket goes down here. It's 107 for 5. J. Kishan Parwani goes. Kanchi picks up his first wicket.
Yeah, what a way to respond from Ravish Kanchi. Struck for a 6 on the very next ball. Removes J. Kishan Parwani. Stepping across. Looking to go for that slug sweep again. And through it goes to Jaladua. So the 5th wicket falls. Kanchi picks up his first.
Batter in, skip. Skip, batter in, let's go. That's middle. Little this way.
So Akim Diwar walks to the middle for the Philadelphians.
Right arm more, last ball.
107 for 5 on the board, 37 deliveries remaining. Another big addition to this Philadelphians lineup is Akim Diwar. Similarly to Yadram, didn't feature in the first few games. Came in last week. Not the best of debuts for him, was dismissed for his ball, but he's a quality player as Akim Diwar. Will look to make an impact sooner rather than later for the Philadelphians as Kanchi closes out a good over. Got the wicket of J. Kishan Parwani. It's 107 for 5.
Hello, hello. कहाँ गया वो? क्या कह रहा है? कह रहा बेमतलब का पढ़वा दिया. Hello, मैं कह रहा था ना. Let's go boys, let's go.
So we come down to 36 balls remaining. Bhaskar Yadram out in the middle along with Akim Diwar, and from a local standpoint, they do come from the same New York club. Everest ACS.
Excellent.
By the way, Everest ACS, I think they're hunting another double finals in this year, already qualified for the Saturday competition. And they've got a big semi-final tomorrow, and so should they win that, I know the New York competitions will heat up next weekend with two big finals, and it could be two finals for the Everest ACS that has both Akim Diwar and Bhaskar Yadram as part of their composition. So,
and Deveshwari Prasad as well splits his time on Sundays with the Everest ACS as Diwar is gone. So Sahir Bhatia picks up his first wicket. He's always among the wickets, is Sahir Bhatia, and he's come in, he's got his first of the day, removes Akim Diwar, coming forward, struck on the pad, and up went the finger. So the 6th wicket falls. Diwar departs, second ball. First wicket of the day for Sahir Bhatia.
Lefty? Bowling side. Righty. Right. Left to right.
so Sahir Bhatia picks up his first wicket. Vishal Reddy comes to the middle. And we've got 34 balls remaining. It's 108 for 6. And Matt, we talked about the last time we were here. The average score on this ground is 140, 145 now. We came in at the start of the season, it was 141, and then recently it's gone up a few. Vishal Reddy is the new man in. And ball worked into the onside. Good looking shot from him. Kwame Patan runs in from the deep. And so 33 balls remaining. Bhaskar Yadram along with Vishal Reddy out in the middle. Still corner dry. Abdul Jabbar and Shazad Hoke to come. But Bhaskar Yadram, he's such a quality player. And he's also a good finisher. Look, Sahir Bhatia knows what's best for Sahir Bhatia. He gets out of the way.
Yeah, firmly struck from Bhaskar Yadram down the ground. You don't even try to stop those when it's been struck that cleanly.
Come on side.
Off a man as powerful as Bhaskar Yadram. Have another look at this one. Cleanly struck from Yadram. Better ball from Sahir Bhatia, and as towering and as imposing as Bhaskar Yadram was. Have a look at that. Both bowler and umpire getting out of the way. And as towering, as imposing as Yadram is, when we saw Akim Diwar walk out to the middle, Diwar, certainly the taller one of the two, goes to show the height of Akim Diwar. Has a couple of inches in height, even over a man as Bhaskar Yadram. So 4 overs, 1 for 26 from Sahir Bhatia. It's 114 for 6 after 15.
Yeah, Pinagosh, another player who's playing his first minor league season. And Matt, he came on to the scene with a bang. Got a half century. What a debut for him.
Yeah, we've seen some very promising debuts. Pinak with a half century, Sahir Bhatia with a match-winning final over. 3 for 1. Look at that. Bhaskar Yadram. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what he does. Strike it and strike it far. Kanchi continues and has been met with a huge maximum off the bat of Bhaskar Yadram.
Folks, wherever this man goes, he's such an impactful player. And look, a massive 6 into the stands, or side of the stands. And these stands, folks, are not close by. And a massive strike from Bhaskar Yadram clubbed it into the onside.
Would have been part of the LA Knight Riders, that inaugural edition of Major League Cricket. Didn't play any games, but I feel since then, last season and this season now, is really when we have seen the best, in my opinion, of Bhaskar Yadram. He has been a completely different player I think over the last year and a half, 2 years, his time with the Philadelphians has, in my opinion, really brought out the best of him. I'd maybe like to see him get another opportunity at that level. Down the ground, this is a chance. In front and over Pinagosh. So it goes away for 4, landing in front of Pinak and then over his shoulder and past him to the boundary. So a 6 followed up by a bit more of a fortuitous boundary for Bhaskar Yadram, but runs nonetheless.
Yeah, 10 and 2 balls. Look at this one. In the air for a long time. A long distance covered here by Pinak. But he couldn't get to the catch and a little bit of a bounce on him. And it goes away for a boundary. So we've seen 11 and 3 balls here from Bhaskar Yadram as Vishal Reddy comes back into strike with 27 balls remaining. This one was gone for 11 so far.
That's middle.
Looking to target straight as Yadram
Roller coming same side.
on that occasion didn't quite get hold of it, but was let off in the end.
And the ball cut away. That's a lovely shot. Runs here for Vishal Reddy. And Sahir Bhatia has been running the deep areas all day, Matt. And you wonder why, but 13 off this over. That's a good shot from Vishal Reddy.
Yeah, very nice from Vishal Reddy. All along the ground. Nicely cut away. Found the gap. Quick legs of Sahir Bhatia, you mentioned, has been very busy on the boundary.
Yeah, into the onside. Goranshu Sharma is the fielder. Matt, let's look around the field. Who has had the least work to do? I think Ryan Sean.
Well, he took a catch. So
well, he took a
that
catch,
has to
yes.
account.
Bhaskar goes big. Doesn't go too well. That will complete 16. So 16 gone. The Philadelphians. They're batting at 128 for 6. 24 balls remaining.
Kwame Patton normally is a very active fielder. We haven't seen a whole lot of him involved in things.
Yeah, Keshav Raval gets another bowling spell. And Matt, you've got to like the way Jaladua is really moving around his bowlers, bowling them in short spells. We haven't seen any more from Shiranshu Bhatia. I want to think that Shiranshu could come on at any time. He bowled a tidy first over from him. That only went for 3. And of course, Mario Laban still has one more. So we've got 24 balls. He will have to fix this. Who will be part of bowling the last 4 overs? Well, I know Keshav is bowling one here. Oh, it's in the air. He's offering a chance. Takes the catch. It's Kwame Patton Jr. He doesn't drop many. And certainly will not drop an easy one.
And I just made the point that a fielder as good as Kwame Patton and a man as busy as he is in the field hasn't had a whole lot go his way. There's one straight up in the air from Vishal Reddy. And as good as the fielder he is, Kwame Patton Jr. not going to put those down. So Keshav Raval comes back and gets a wicket. Vishal Reddy falls for 4. It's 128 for 7. As the captain, Corny Dry, makes his way to the middle. Askaya held on to by Kwame Patton.
Yeah. Huh? Okay.
128 for 7 as Dry makes his way out to the middle. The captain, who has mainly known for his bowling, but since arriving on the East Coast has, or at least on the Northeast, has had to play a couple of knocks with his bat as well, has Corny Dry, and we know he's a more than capable batter in his own right, but has really had to come in situations like this with 20 deliveries remaining and really give things a whack at the end.
So he's cutting into the offside, can't score, goes into the regional Ravish Kanchi. And it's 128 for 7. Question is, Matt, can they get up to 160, 150? Keshav. Couple of balls in this over. Vishal Reddy. He got the wicket of Vishal Reddy. And Matt, we were talking about the captains of the various teams on the East over time. And you had reminded me that the very first captain for the Philadelphians, a player who's played briefly at the Philadelphians team level, Francis Mendonca, has been one of the earlier captains for the Philadelphians. From then on, we've seen the likes of Milind Kumar, Jonathan Fu, now Corny Dry. We've got 21 balls to play with here, the Philadelphians, and here is Keshav Raval to Corny Dry. And Dry finally gets off the mark and hands the strike over to the hard-hitting Bhaskar Yadram.
Now, this has certainly been a good over from Keshav Raval. Got the wicket of Reddy. He'll hope to continue to take wickets here into the tail end now, especially if they can get rid of Bhaskar Yadram.
And Matt, what we're seeing here is a very still day in Albany at the Oval. So either side, the batters decided to take the bowlers on. There's no wind. There are days when you come to the park here and it's so windy that the batters will probably choose to hit one side. Not today. Either side of the pitch, they'll take on the bowlers. It's been a very still day here at the Oval. So 17 gone, the Philadelphians. They're 131 for 7. So we come down to the last 18 balls. Bhaskar Yadram will be on strike. And Parveen Kumar has been given the ball here. He will finish up, Matt. He's bowled well. A lot of experience for him. 3 overs, 1 maiden. 1 for 21. It's been a long time. In fact, the very start of proceedings, he picked up the wicket of he picked up the wicket of Stray Sethi. And we saw a very good catch lunging forward from Ryan Shun. So he comes back here. Bhaskar Yadram on strike. And Yadram goes big. And I wonder why the disappointment from Parveen Dal. Has Jaladua put another one down? Yeah, I think he's nicked it, Matt. Yep. Might be a big nick into the gloves of Jaladua, and he doesn't accept. So Bhaskar Yadram survives, and we've got 17 balls remaining. Here is Parveen Kumar, and Bhaskar Yadram will make you pay if you can't hold on to the ball. Gone into the parking lot and gone for 6.
Yeah, big shot from Yadram, and once again a drop catch. Very next ball, batter goes after you, pummels you down the ground. Another look at that chance that was put down by Jaladua. Former teammates, of course, in that first Empire State team from 2021.
I want to have a look at that catch if we can for a second. And I'm wondering when Bhaskar Yadram knew he nicked it, said thank you to Jaladua. Oh, that's the arm ball. Could see it all the way from here, Matt. The great effect, and you get the feeling that Parveen Kumar would be quite happy that, at least for now, Bhaskar Yadram. Take a look at this one. Now, here's that one. Bhaskar Yadram, thank you, Jaladua.
Bowler coming same side.
Did he say that? I think next year we've got to get some stumps camera, some stump mic. Into the offside. Corner dry will pick up 1. And we come down to 14 balls. 8 in the over so far. We've seen a massive 6 off the bat of Bhaskar Yadram. Can Kumar finish strong? Can Bhaskar Yadram push on from a drop catch? Another ball. Takes the catch. And we've seen it so many times. It becomes such a standard in T20 cricket. Another wicket falls. Bhaskar Yadram has to go.
Best view in the house right in front of us from Kwame Patan Jr. Has taken a couple of catches in very quick succession. This one though, much better and with much more impact on the game. It's the big wicket of Bhaskar Yadram swirling in the air, looking to go big. And right in front of us, Kwame Patan with a bit of brilliance, looking to go big, had a lot of height, not a whole lot of distance. And look at this, Kwame Patan, awareness of the rope, pops it back in the air and one-handed on the relay, gets the second attempt. With all the ease in the world, that is the fielding brilliance of Kwame Patan Jr. And removes Bhaskar Yadram for 27. Parveen Kumar gets his second wicket. It's 139 for 8.
So Abdul Jabbar comes to the middle. And Abdul Jabbar comes in here with 13 balls remaining. He comes in batting with the captain. And Parveen Kumar 2 for 29 so far. So a good day at the office for him. And I haven't seen much with bat in hand from Abdul Jabbar, Matt. I've always seen him to be a left arm spinner, a ripper of a ball. So that will complete the spell here for Parveen Kumar. 2 for 29 at the end of his 4. 18 gone, it's 139 for 8.
Big last 2 overs here, guys. Job not done.
Mario.
Good catch.
So Matt, at the end of this game, when we looked at the points table, we saw that there were 3 teams tied at 6. Cavaliers have gone out of this group earlier on, and now they're up to 8 points. So that has left the Titans and the Philadelphians both on 6. At the end of this match, someone will move up to 8. Who will that be? Corner dry on strike. And Keshav Raval, final over for him, 1 for 22.
Hello.
No elevation here from corner dry, and things have begun here with a single in the 19th off the bowling of Keshav Raval.
Up the middle again.
So Abdul Jabbar comes into strike. And those are the members of the Eagles team. They played earlier on and they've lost another game. But here we have Abdul Jabbar on strike here, Keshav Raval. And we've got 11 balls remaining. You get the feeling that Mario Laban could be bowling the last over. But maybe not. We've seen the spinners bowling very tidy. AJ into the offside, can't score. Have you ever seen an innings of Abdul Jabbar? Have you seen him bat? We've seen so many games with him as a bowler, not as a batter.
Yeah, I think I have very rarely though, and when I have seen him, hasn't been out there for too long, either the end of an innings or he's gotten dismissed rather early. So still yet to get off the mark. A couple of play and misses here off of Keshav Raval.
Yeah, I think I've seen Abdul Jabbar batted one time at Exton Park. Other than that, haven't seen much of him. But Keshav Raval, 1 on a couple of dots. And he decides to come, what, over the wicket now? Yeah, he'll decide to come over the wicket to Abdul Jabbar. And cut away. Good looking shot. Shiru Bhatia has been running the deep areas all day. He comes in quickly. Very quick is Shiru Bhatia. And brings corner dry back onto strike. 8 balls remaining. This over's gone well for Keshav. What you make of 141 average score on this ground so far?
You certainly will look to get more here in the next 8 balls. Corner dry will be looking to strike a few.
Yeah, into the offside. This has been a very good over here from Keshav, Matt. If you're bowling and you're not conceding boundaries and you're giving up 3 in 5 balls, then Jaladua will be very, very happy with the way things have gone in this 19th over, at a time in which, of course, batters are looking to swing for the fences.
Yeah, and I think this is essentially a free hit here for Abdul Jabbar. Will ideally want to get corner dry and strike for the final over. But with 1 ball left in the over, might as well give Abdul Jabbar a free license. I wonder if that was the message from the captain, corner dry.
No.
I guess not. Can only cut it straight to Ryan Shun. So a dot ball will still have corner dry and strike. 6 balls to go, 142 for 8.
So they've only got Shazad Hoke to come. So a couple of wickets to play here for corner dry on 4 off 6, and we come down to the last 6 ball, 142. They're just about average what we've seen on this pitch. Second year of minor league cricket. And we'll have to wait and see who will be given the final over. Mario Laban, once you see a fielder man starts to take his cap off and starts to wrap it up, you know what's happening, right? Well, he hands Saravana Kumar, the captain. Very tall man is Mario Laban. I remember seeing him. The first time I saw Mario Laban was at the APL, American Premier League, that was played at the Yogi Berra Stadium out in that's in New Jersey. Yeah, New Jersey. And he played in a tournament called the American Premier League. That's the very first time I saw Mario Laban. He was quite impressive on that circuit. So he comes in here, 6 balls remaining, 142. Here we go, final over. Corner dry on strike. Trying to go for a ram shot, doesn't go too well. First round goes to Mario Laban.
Yeah, good start from Laban.
And so we've got 5 balls remaining. Can the Philadelphians top it off to 150? And here is Mario Laban. Runs into both the corner dry. And dry plays and misses, and so does Jaladua. Could be a bye. Umpire Sarav. Wow. No signal from the umpire, so not a catch put down here from Jaladua.
Yeah, look, maybe an inside edge from corner dry. It's been really an off day for Jaladua behind the stumps. Has really not been his usually sharp self behind the stumps. And interestingly enough, it's Jabbar on strike. 4 balls left, play and a miss. And yeah, I found it interesting. Corner dry took 1 there. 3 deliveries to go. We know Abdul Jabbar is not known for his batting, and we know corner dry can really hit the ball well. And considering he's the captain, that bit of added responsibility, I was a bit surprised to see corner dry hustle for 1 there.
Yeah, we've got 3 balls remaining. Mario Laban. And what we have seen Mario Laban does pretty well is to bowl that back of a length ball. Watch for it. Into the offside. Pinnock does well to keep the ball to only 1. And now corner dry, the captain, with 2 balls remaining, comes back into strike. But this has gone pretty well for Laban. And I've seen Laban. He has really changed his game. There was a time when he used to run in and bowl, try to get the Yorkers in towards the end, but he realizes that sometimes that goes for runs. Look for the back of a length ball or a slower ball. That's what he does. Look. Corner dry. Chance. Laban calls for it, and the bucket opens up. And the bucket captures it again. Corner dry gone.
I heard Garanshu Sharma on the boundary screaming the same thing. Bucket, Laban, bucket. High in the air from corner dry. There's that pitched up ball we mentioned. Looking to tee off. Went straight up in the air, and on the second attempt, Mario Laban able to hold on off his own bowling. And the 9th wicket goes down.
Yeah, this is a very brave call from Mario Laban. That's how confident you've got to be. I tell you what, I've seen a lot of cricket matches, Matt. And if a ball goes that high, many bowlers will say, somebody catch. But you're not calling your own name. And so Shazad Hoke, for the first time this season, comes to the middle. And we've got a ball remaining. We've seen a very good bowling spell from Mario Laban. He's not only bowling, but he's catching himself. He's picked up 3 so far. 3 for 32 for Mario Laban. This has been impressive from this man.
And final ball coming up. Shazad Hoke on strike. In at number 11. 144. They were looking at around 150, 160. So barring a maximum here from Shazad Hoke, they'll fall short in the end. It's been a good comeback in the last few overs by the NYC Titans. And it's been an impressive final over this from Mario Laban. So the young fast bowler Shazad Hoke is on strike. Final ball. Into the leg side. Well, should be an easy 2 here.
No.
Chiru comes around. They'll hustle for 3. Run out, surely. Yes, it is. So 2 runs then off the final ball. Also the final wicket of the innings, all happening in the final ball. So it'll be the Philadelphians finishing on 146 as Shazad Hoke is run out for a couple of runs. Coming back for the 3rd. And there it is. So run out plus the 2 for the Philadelphians. 146 all out at the end of their 20 overs. So take a look at the batting card. Omkar Zope and Jay Kishan Parwani. What a partnership it was between the 2 of them. Zope with a half century. Parwani falling just short of it. And we saw Bhaskar Yadram as well near the end. Was undone by a brilliant catch from Kwame Patton.
Yeah, the bowling so far, we've seen the man with the last over, Mario Laban, 3 for 32. There was a time in which he was on a hat-trick, having taken the wicket of Aditya Ganesh and Ryan Scott. But folks, there you have it. Good bowling performance here from Mario Laban and Parveen Dull. And so that's the situation here. So the Philadelphians have posted 144 at the end of their 20 over. We'll be right back with the chase. 145 will be needed for the NYC Titans. So we'll see you in about 10 or 15 minutes time.
निकालना है नहीं तो ऐसे ऐसा नहीं तो ऐसे छोड़ो नहीं वो नहीं निकाल के लगा हाथ पड़ा हुआ
रनआउट हो गया ना वो बंदा, मेन बंदा रनआउट हो गया। वो होता तो 180 तक चला था वो बंदा।
That's up to you.
Yeah, that's yeah.
All good, man, yeah? Almost halfway. You okay, va? Deep square. Who's going deep square? No, Norman. He said Norman. Ready? That's all?
So, welcome back. Garanshu Sharma, Jaladua walks to the middle here, Matt. And they need 147 to win this one. And we talked about these two teams on the same amount of points, 6 each. One will give way in another hour and a half, I'm pretty sure. It looks like Bhaskar Yadram has been given the ball, so he will make a start here. Garanshu Sharma, how good he has been. And he, along with Jaladua, in search of 147.
Yeah, and
That's off, right?
kind of an opposite season for both of these batters. Garanshu Sharma has perhaps had one of his best minor league seasons so far. Jaladua, meanwhile, has not come to the party as yet.
So Bhaskar Yadram has been given the ball. We talked about how good of an all-rounder Bhaskar Yadram has been. And he will start here for the Philadelphians. They're defending 146, 147 to win. Here we go. And into the offside. Sharma wants one. No, says Jaladua. And the battle continues between the Titans and the Philadelphians. We've seen Garanshu so far. Nearly got to 100 a couple of weeks ago. And we've seen a couple of half-century from him already, a 67 and an 89. And the fact is, Matt, one of those 89, in fact, that 89 came against this very team, the Philadelphians. Yeah, a couple of good balls into this over similar delivery, similar shot, similar result. So two teams, the Philadelphians and the NYC Titans, locked on 6 points. And Matt, what essentially will happen, the team that wins here will go up to 8 points, and that will put the Stallions, the Cavaliers, and whoever wins this one, they will be on 8 points this evening. Oh, edged in front of Ryan Scott. And things are on the way here. Garanshu Sharma gets off the mark with a streaky fashion. And he gets a single.
Yeah, sliced away, edged away to Ryan Scott, Justin falling in front of him. So a single off the mark. Garanshu Sharma We'll see, did this kind of half and half. Did it carry, just falling short, kind of in that in between. Nonetheless, it's a single.
Yeah, good start here from Bhaskar Yadram. Oh, he's taking on the pad. And so Bhaskar Yadram strikes early. Jaladua gone without scoring first ball. And the Philadelphians have struck early.
Yeah, big start here from Bhaskar Yadram. Wicket early on for the Philadelphians. And it's the captain, Jaladua, walking back. And we mentioned how good of an all-rounder Bhaskar Yadram was. We saw some of his power hitting ability. Here he is with the new ball operating. And he's got a wicket. In between bat and pad, striking the back pad, through it goes. And up went the finger. So the end of Jaladua. The Philadelphians, in fact the Titans, are 1 for 1.
Ready, man, ready.
Philly on me, Philly on 3. 1, 2, 3, Philly.
Keep going, guys, keep going. It's a good start. One, bring two.
So Pinagosh comes to the middle. And he's got an early start here, Matt. Pinagosh, he comes in here with just about the first over. And we've seen a good start here from Bhaskar Yadram. Got a lovely delivery to probably came in to Jaladua. Yeah, clipping the back pad, which is the right foot. And in the end, Saravana Kumar, in fact, umpire Iyer says it's time to go, Jaladua. And so Pinagosh comes out here, it's 1 for 1.
It really has been a struggle this season for Jaladua. Pinagosh and Garanshu Sharma, who would have both played a big hand in getting the Titans through to that victory against the Philadelphians. Nirmit Shashidhar got some runs in that game as well, not in the 11 today. But pressure early on here for the NYC Titans.
So turned away into the onside. Good start here from Pinak. And he gets off the mark. Couple of slips in place for the left-hander. Now the field changes around for Garanshu Sharma. And Matt, what we have seen on this pitch here at the Oval, 147, 148, still a competitive score. You don't give up on these scores. Garanshu Sharma, he's really been good this series and faces up the final ball in this over. And quality over from Bhaskar Yadram comes to an end. In fact, no ball is the call.
So free hit ball coming up. No ball signaled and a free hit to Garanshu Sharma. And a chance for him to free the arms, get the Titans a bit of momentum boost if he can make use of this ball.
Yeah, it's good to know that Bhaskar Yadram is asking the umpire why. You've got to know why so that you don't make the same mistake again. So no ball, free hit ball. And did you know, actually, from a no ball, this is actually the second free hit. The first free hit is the if you can pick up the first no ball. Here we go, free hit ball. Oh, pulled away from Garanshu Sharma, and it goes away 1 bounce for 4.
Yeah, really not a good delivery off the free hit from Yadram. Short, angling down the leg side, just helped on its way. Free hit or not, I'm sure Garanshu Sharma would have made the most of that one. Away to the boundary, and 7 for 1, the Titans.
Shirt number 23. Bowler coming right up.
So corner dry. Takes up the attack from the media center end, Matt. And unlike so many other teams, they have opted to go seam and pace.
Middle, that's middle.
Corner Dry and Bhaskar Yadram given the balls here, given the opening overs. Pina Ghosh will be the man on strike. And he has had a couple of good knocks, Matt. Got a 57 on debut, got a 43 not out in his last game that he played. And he settles and waits for Corner Dry. Oh, lovely drive through the offside. A classic looking cover drive. And look at that. He gets 4 for the handsome execution of a classic cover drive.
Yeah, lovely shot from Pina Ghosh. Has really made the impression in his minor league debut. Welcomes Corny Dry with a glorious shot. One of the best shots we've seen. We've seen some good shots today. Right up there is Pina Ghosh.
Yeah, we saw quite a few entertaining shots from Unkar Zope. Quality delivery. What a comeback ball straight to Aditya Ganesh. And that's the type of result fast bowler would love to see.
He's holding it, scramble.
Getting the ball to hit the deck, move away from the bat. What a ball. Pina Ghosh plays and misses, and the ball goes through to Aditya Ganesh. Oh, up and over. We'll pick up a couple of runs here at least. In fact, it's running towards to the cover boundary. And so Pina Ghosh comes down, gives Corny Dry a charge, and that's 4 more runs.
Yeah, and it's fearless batting this from Pina Ghosh. Couple of boundaries now. Responding with force to Corny Dry. Couple of steps down and just up and over. Nicely done from Pinac.
So they need 132 from 111 balls. And smart batting, Matt. We talked about when you bat at these grounds and you're chasing 140, you're chasing 130 something plus. You can come in and still do run a ball, tap the ball in open spaces. The boundaries will come here and there, and that's how you bat on these turf. Better ball from Corny Dry, and so he's gone for a couple of 4s in this over. Couple of balls remaining. We talked about the team that wins here will join the Cavaliers and Stallions. In fact, Stallions may have gone up to 10, Matt. Yeah, Stallions, I'm getting the impression the Stallions have won their game. We'll check on that, but here is Corny Dry to Pinac. Careless looking shot from Pina Ghosh, certainly losing the plot. That's not what you want, Matt. A very careless looking shot from Pina Ghosh.
Good offer. Relax, ball.
Yeah, you could see he's trying to take the fight to Corny Dry, but certainly maybe not the case. Or at least probably not the best option, that kind of shot, considering he's played so fluently a couple of times in this over. No need to really try and overhit things.
Oh no. So that will complete an over from Corny Dry. 8 of that over, and after 2 is 15 for the loss of 1.
Well done, boys. Come on.
So 15 for the loss of 1. We have seen a couple of overs already in the books. 132 needed from 108. Bhaskar Yadram continues. And a play and a miss by Goranshu Sharma. And the ball goes through to the wicketkeeper. So they're asking 7.4. They're going at 6.9, which is almost 7. Matt, we were just making the point. I didn't check the scores that was happening up at Mercer, but now the Stallions have gone into double digits with their points. They're up to 10.
And remain perfect. Do the New Jersey Stallions. This one down the leg side from Yadram.
So 16 for 1, the action continues. Yadram and Goranshu off the back foot into the covers, can't score. And Matt, you get the feeling that a player like Goranshu Sharma, his style suits the kind of scores that we've been getting in the East. Allow him to play himself in, knock it around for a little bit, and he can strike the ball.
Yeah, and it's certainly been reflected in his stats. Has had a very impressive season already, has Goranshu Sharma.
Oh, flicked away. We have seen quite a few flicks from Goranshu Sharma. This time beats the fielder and goes away for 4.
Yeah, way to the boundary, nicely flicked away from Goranshu Sharma. He's just straying down the leg side a bit too much here as Yadram. And Goranshu has gotten runs. We saw that free hit in the previous over. That was a similar one, a lot shorter, that was helped away. This one nicely flicked into the leg side. So Goranshu Sharma recognizing a poor delivery when he sees one, making the most of it.
So still 127 needed from 105. Bhaskar Yadram given the new ball along with Corner Dry. Oh, it's a lovely strike from Goranshu Sharma, and it runs away for a boundary.
Yeah, beautiful shot. This time over the offside from Goranshu Sharma. Back-to-back boundaries here, and this is the shot of a man in form. Look at that lofted cover drive, beautifully placed, and another boundary to Goranshu.
Yeah, I wish if I could see that a little bit and just very slow as to see where Goranshu Sharma stands, and what a lovely execution of an off drive. Well executed from Goranshu Sharma. 24 for 1. Oh, into the offside. Unkar Soap accepts an easy catch, and Goranshu Sharma, previous to that ball, one of the best cover drive we've seen all day. He holds out to Omkar Zope, and it's 24 for 2.
Yeah, and really a soft way to get out for Goranshu Sharma. Man who was batting so well, who's been in such good form. Uppishly chipped again, and straight into the hands of Omkar Zope. And Bhaskar Yadram has taken another. Goranshu goes for 13, and the Titans under some pressure now, 24 for 2.
So Ryan Shun comes to the middle, and he comes in here. Bhaskar Yadram has picked up both wickets so far, Matt. In the end, a very soft dismissal from Goranshu Sharma. Was looking solid. We've seen a flick in the previous. We've seen a flick and a cover drive in that over, but he holds out. Unkar Zope comes in with a good catch, and Ryan Shun comes to the middle. And we talked about Ryan Shun, Matt. He will have to get a knock under his belt And so far, we have seen from him a duck, 2 and 9 not out. So a big moment for Ryan Shun to get among the runs. We've seen a good knock so far from Pinagosh. But still a long way to go. 123 runs from 103 balls. Final ball for Bhaskar Yadram. And Shun into the offside. Completes the third over. And after 3, they're 24 for 2. Apparently the scorer has a no ball, so it might have been the last ball was a no ball. Oh, slice, no ball. It's a no ball before that becomes the free hit. That's why it's the dead ball. So we're still waiting for the free hit ball. I wonder why. Why was it signal a dead ball?
He's talking from outside.
Has somebody moved across the screen? We haven't seen no one move there.
Every game, bro, Philly gotta go through this. Come on, it don't matter. It was a dead ball at the end.
Yeah, well, in any event, Sean was gonna play a shot because Bhaskar Yadram is running in to bowl the free hit ball. So Sean will play his shot. Nothing wrong with that. Might have been you can't change the field because the same man is on strike. Is that what's happening? Anyhow, this should be the free hit ball. No ball signal. And it's Ryan Shun on strike. Here's Bhaskar Yadram. And a play and a miss. So that will complete an eventful third over here. And after 3, it's 25 for 2.
Come back, Yadi. Come on, boys. Nice. Keep going.
Rub with man, you know you gotta rub with no. For what reason?
Bowler, shirt number 01. You can go there.
Copy.
Bowler change. Give me right arm around.
Boys, language, please.
It's okay, calm down, guys. Calm down. Get back to the game, please. Focus on the game.
So Parwani has been given the ball. We saw earlier, Matt, he along with Onkar Zope posted a 91-run partnership. He got 46. Onkar Zope was run out on the stroke of crossing the half century. In fact, it was because of run out 1. He was given the half century, and he was given an applause when he went in. Not for the way that he's coming back in, but for the half century that happened on the stroke of getting run out. Very unique and very rare, as Parwani given the ball here at 25 for 2. Pinagosh, who's been out of strike for some time, he finally gets to face a ball. Very good start here from Parwani. Beats the outside edge of Pinak.
Yeah.
Through to Aditya Ganesh.
Check on this. That's okay.
So very packed offside field. In fact, only 3 men on the onside. 3. The wicketkeeper is 4. The bowler is 5. So you got 6 men. Playing a miss here from Pinagosh, and you get a feeling that the NYC Titans are beginning to kind of lose the plot here, Matt. Look at that, wide outside the off stump. 25 for 2. Pinagosh on strike. Oh, lovely shot over the offside. Well timed, well placed, and he picks up another boundary. 4 more to Pinagosh.
Yeah, another brilliant shot from Pinagosh. Through the offside for 4 more. You feel that there's a bit of pressure now on the Titans with a couple of wickets, but Pinagosh has still been out there, and you know the quality of him. If he can continue to look as fluent as he has on a few occasions, including that shot right there. Very much in this chase still, tugged into the leg side. Straight to Vishal Reddy. Will be just a single. And I believe it was Vishal Reddy who, in the previous game, Chandrapal Hemraj struck a 6 in the vicinity of Vishal Reddy, who perhaps saved someone's BMW. I want to think it was Vishal Reddy who took that catch.
Yeah, and I want to think when the selectors were still deciding.
It may have been either him or Parwani. Can't really quite remember.
And I want to think because of that catch, the selectors who were still deciding who will be the final man in this 11-man squad, he got in because of that catch. Yes, so Parwani has given up 5 in this over. We've seen a lovely shot for 4. And cut away into the offside by Ryan Sean. Can't score. And this is a very important phase for this chase. 117 from 98 balls. Parwani has gone for 5 in this over. Ryan Sean. And wide is the call from umpire Saravana Kumar. Do you know Saravana Kumar?
Yeah, many a time we've seen him out of Rhode Island.
Yeah, the over comes to an end. So 4 gone. It's 31 for 2.
Take it back, take it. Inside.
So corner dry. Comes back for his second spell. 1 over none for 8. And we'll come into bolt of Pinagosh. Matt Pinagosh. He continues to carry the fight and certainly the aggression to any opponent he comes up against. And we have seen it so many times for Pinagosh. So he settles and waits for corner dry. And out, caught behind. So corner dry comes in, picks up the wicket of Pinagosh in the second spell. And the Titans, they're now batting at 31 for 3.
Yeah, and Cornet Dry comes back into the attack, was struck for a couple of boundaries by Pinagosh. Comes back and has gotten the wicket. Edged away. And the third one falls for the NYC Titans. Outside edge through to Aditya Ganesh. And up went the finger.
Yeah. Hold on. We are noting down. Once it's 90 seconds, we will answer your appeal, okay? Sir, went and watched the replay. It wasn't bad. It was this and this. Huh? It wasn't bad. It was this and this. I heard 2 sounds. That's what. So in front, this.
Where we the batsman? Guys, if you can get in at least 10 over to these batsmen,
No singles here. Pressure building here, boys. Pressure building here. Let's play ball.
So Sahir Bhatia comes to the middle. And Corne Dry has picked up 1. We've seen a couple of wickets from Bhaskar Yadram, and the Philadelphians, Matt, has fought back nicely here, 31 for 3.
Yeah, and interesting here. Sahir Bhatia out to the middle. In at number 5, so a big promotion up the order for him. Him alongside Ryan Shun. Ryan Shun, we know the quality of Ryan Shun. We haven't seen the best of him though throughout this year in minor league, and Sahir Bhatia hasn't had a whole lot of batting to do. Still the likes of Chiru Bhatia and Kwame Patan, this one called a wide.
So the Philadelphians, they've got another game here tomorrow morning. And they've got the Cavaliers. That'll be an interesting one, Matt. And in fact, tomorrow's game, if the Philadelphians win here this evening, they'll go up to 8 points. They'll come up against a team who has 8 points. Stroke down the ground, maybe gone for a maximum. In fact, gone for 6. And that's a lovely strike from Sahir Bhatia.
Yeah, lovely shot from Sahir Bhatia. Second ball he's seen. Lofted, look at that. Up and over, takes on Corne Dry and wins that battle all the way for 6.
Yeah, that man was having a very nice seat.
Swarna.
He was enjoying his cricket. And why would Sahir Bhatia disturb that man's peace in the park?
Yes, Sivaram Swarna was...
Look,
yeah.
look at that, look at that.
Sivaram
Peaceful Sivaram.
Swarna having a very chilled day as the 12th man for the Philadelphians up until that bit of hostility from the young Sahir Bhatia.
Yeah, the man with the best seat in the house. Is that the best seat in the house? I think so. So Sahir Bhatia. Oh, all ends up, squares him up, and it comes off the edge. Not where he intended, but he gets 4 for that nonetheless.
Yeah, somehow he's managed to get that away to the boundary for 4. Cruel game at times to the bowlers, just out of reach of a diving Ryan Scott.
Yeah, we talked about how busy the Philadelphians will be. Boy, I tell you what, if they win here tonight or this evening, they'll come up with a big clash tomorrow morning, top of the table clash with the with the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. And Matt, on the 19th, that's Friday, they've got an engagement with the Eagles, and then on the 20th, their final game, they'll take on the Stallions. So their campaign after this evening game will have 3 games remaining, and so you get the feeling that they want to accumulate as much points as possible. A win here tonight for the Philadelphians will take them up to 8 points. And a win here for the Titans will take them up to 8 points. So much to play for. The Titans, on Monday, they'll play the Somerset Cavaliers. On Thursday, they will play the Stallions. The 19th, they'll play the Stallions again. And then they've got a couple of weekend games against the Eagles this weekend coming up. So the 5th over comes to a close. It's 42 for the loss of 3. 42 for 3. How we looking?
Bowler change, shirt number 99.
Copy that.
Bowler change, left arm around. 6. 6. That's leg stump. All right, Scotty.
So Abdul Jabbar comes into the attack. He comes in here at 42 for 3. And so they need 105 to win. Ryan Shun will be the man on strike. And Shun gets a good delivery, good start here from Abdul Jabbar. And Abdul Jabbar, Matt, has been around Philadelphians cricket for some time.
Yours.
And Shun yet to get off the mark. So slip in place, 105 needed from 88. Yeah, very patient Shun. We've seen 3 dot balls here from Abdul Jabbar. So he gets off the mark finally. Ryan Shun will get a couple of runs. Very good fielding from the fielder. Looks like Bhaskar Yadram. Couple of runs to get Shun off the mark.
Shrey Sethi it is.
Yeah, good delivery here from Abdul Jabbar. Matt, Abdul Jabbar brings a lot of experience in minor league cricket. He's been around for some time and he's bowled a very good over. Only conceded a couple of runs off the bat of Ryan Shun. Punched into the offside, can't score, and that will complete 6 overs. So after 6, it's 44 for 3.
7 minutes. I'm ready. I'm ready. 6. 5 out, please. Don't give this. Sachin. Omkar, can you go to?
So look at how things have been so far for the Titans. It's still about 7 runs and over, which is what they're going at. So still on track, but the wickets column certainly not in their favor.
So they need 103 from 84 balls. Looks like a bowling change.
Vishal Reddy.
And so Vishal Reddy comes into the attack, lofted into the offside. Catch taken. And that's the end of Sahir Bhatia.
Yeah, into the hands of Shazad Hoke. And Vishal Reddy into the attack. Slicing one away is Sahir Bhatia. His stay at the crease has been brief. A cameo from him. He falls for 10. Simple catch for Shazad Hoke. And the Philadelphians really in charge of proceedings here. 44 for 4 as the NYC Titans continue to slip further and further away in this chase. Bhatia goes for 10.
So Kwame comes to the middle. They still need 103 from 83.
Keep going, guys. Keep going. Let's do it on the back, man.
And we've seen a couple of big knocks from him across the series so far. So 46 not out and a 36 among his 2 big scores. And he comes out here with over 100 runs still to be had. And we've seen a good start from Vishal Reddy. He's picked up a wicket off his first ball.
Try and square it, please.
So Kwame Patan on strike. Ball worked into the offside, so he's off the mark and running. Hands a strike over to Ryan Shun.
Push it through, Vishal,
And
push
we
it
come down to 102 from 82 balls.
Thank you.
The Philadelphians
Vishal, come on, Vishal.
looking for 8 points. The NYC Titans, they are looking for 8 points. And both teams on 6 so far, so one will give way. And one team will join the Cavaliers and the Stallions at the top. And tomorrow the Philadelphians will take on the Cavaliers. That's a match that I think if the Philadelphians win here this afternoon, it'll be a top of the table clash, Matt, at 11:30 tomorrow morning.
Perfect. No. Having here.
Yeah, play and a miss.
Yeah, it's trying to
Kwame Patan, a quality player, Matt. Likes to play shots, and even sometime we saw a couple of big knocks from Onkar Zope and Parwani. He's a type of player that will do just that. Look at this. In the gap, on the onside, and the 50 comes up for the NYC Titans. Kwame Patan picks up a boundary.
Yeah, he's going to play very counter-attacking cricket, is Kwame Patan. And you feel that the hopes of the NYC Titans rest in a big performance coming up from Kwame Patan if they are to win this one. And we've seen him bat a bit late in the innings, but because the top order hasn't really clicked, he's come in with a lot of time in front of him. We saw how effective Zope and Parwani were at fighting fire with fire, continuing to play attacking, continuing to keep on the front foot. We'll see if Kwame Patan can replicate something like that. It's 51 for 4 after 7.
Daddy, stop, please. Vishal. I need someone straight. Kwame, bowler coming right arm around to you.
So Parwani will continue. His first over went for 6.
Fine.
Will come into bowl to the attacking Kwame Patan.
Go better.
Still 96 to go from 78 balls. Still time for you to stroke it around.
Yeah, we are adding better salons.
Pick up ones and twos. They say those odd boundaries, they do come. And when Kwame Patan bats, Matt, you know they come a little bit more regular than for, say, a batsman like Ryan Shun. Cut into the offside. Can't score this time. And Parwani giving the ball here.
Yeah, and we saw Parwani introduced very early into the attack. The back foot is Kwame Patan. So a decent start this from Parwani.
Yeah, a couple of dot balls for him. Very important. Cut into the offside. Hakim Diwar does well to prevent any run.
No, that's okay.
So 96 to win from 75 as Jay Kishan Parwani batted well earlier on, and Kwame into the offside. Gets a single and hands the strike over to Ryan Shun. And so we come down to 95 to win from 74, Matt. We've seen Ryan Shun using up 12 balls so far. He's on 3. And you get the feeling that if you're any of the bowler here from the Philadelphians, you want to probably get through some cheap overs in, because you know how these game ends up towards the end. So Ryan Shun on strike. Here is Parwani. Yeah, into the offside, past the outstretched hand of corner dry, and beats the fielder into the boundary. Lovely shot from Ryan Shun. He picks up a boundary. 56 for 4.
Yeah, couldn't get down in time. Corny dry, the outstretched hand, and beats Vishal Reddy to the fence for 4. So runs for Ryan Shun. Much needed boundary for him. Will up his confidence a bit. Raced away for 4 very quickly.
Yeah, that will do the confidence of Ryan Shun pretty good, as wide is the call from umpire Saravana Kumar.
And isn't it surprising? We've seen a lot of spin operate and Ryan Shun still has his helmet on.
Yeah, and we talked about also Ryan Shun. You rarely see him with headgear, whether it's a cap, whether it's a helmet. Yeah, good point. As this one stroked into the offside, that will complete the 7th over. In fact, the 8th over. And after 8 is 58 for the loss of 4.
Ball is still doing a lot. Right? So to the right hand, I don't mind you getting obstructed. To the left hand, you still want to get him out. Okay? You're still trying to grip the ball. Okay? You can go back a minute, that's fine. That's fine. Hey, Jay. Acha. Shut.
I'm just checking for leg, please.
How? The bowling's finished. So the batters are taking 3 minutes every over to get ready.
So Abdul Jabbar comes back for another spell, Matt. And one of the things of playing in T20 cricket, as we see Abdul Jabbar, he bowled 1 over from the media center, and now he's coming with another spell from the far end. You've got to be adaptable to bowl from different ends, short spell. Even if you're a spinner, you've got to be able to use the new ball. There's so much that goes into modern day T20 cricket, doesn't it?
Big shot early on from Abdul Jabbar.
Sir, bowler ready, sir. Bowler ready.
Yeah, maybe just going down leg.
Sir, this is not happening, sir.
89 to win from 71. It's still about 7.5 and over, so still on course here are the Titans from a run rate perspective. They just need somebody to build a partnership. They need 2 batters out in the middle to really keep that, to maintain that run rate and also maintain their wicket. And Ryan Shun and Kwame Patton Jr. will look to do so. Again, Shun has been short of runs in this year's edition, so he'll be looking to turn things around and get a big knock for his side.
Yeah, still batting to come. Shiru Bhatia, Parveen Kumar, Ravish Kanchi, Keshav Raval, and Mario Laban.
Inside.
So good over so far from Abdul Jabbar. Kwame Patton is defending, so you get the feeling something big is coming. That's the way he bats. Yeah, but we've seen some very good bowling here from Abdul Jabbar. He's experienced, Matt. He's been in this unit for some time and always called upon to give you some good overs, and here he is giving you another good bowling spell. Into the onside, just 2 runs off that over. Another good one here from Abdul Jabbar. 9 gone, 60 for the loss of 4.
Stay with me. Come, shots quick, please. Spin his field. Number five. Okay. Check team, short fine.
Short number 08, bowler.
So another bowling change.
That's middle.
This looks like Shazad Hoke has been given the ball. How much you have seen of Hoke, Matt?
Yeah, he's been part of this Philadelphians lineup in the past. Shazad Hoke. In the early years of minor league cricket, we saw a couple of young pacers that were around the Philly setup. He was one of them. We saw the likes of Saripul Islam as well, Hayat Khan. So it was a time in which the Philadelphians were experimenting quite a bit with their fast bowling options, and Shazad Hoke was one of them. It's been a few years, he's been out of the setup, and now back with the Philadelphians for year 5.
Yeah, you talked about the fast bowling, arsenal of the Philadelphians. Did Keon Joseph at one time played for the Philadelphians?
Yeah, there was many options that the Philadelphians had gone through those first 2 years of minor league cricket. Keon Joseph was one.
Drysdale.
Janoy Drysdale came around a bit later on. Obviously, Liam Plunkett has spent some time with the franchise.
Yeah, they've always carried good fast bowl. I remember up at Exton Park, I've seen Drysdale and Keon Joseph both bowl for the Philadelphians there.
Yep, that's right.
I'm trying to think. There's another fast bowler I recall seeing for the Philadelphians. But yeah, you've seen Shazad Hoke. Can't remember him so much, but you will come in here with 86 to win from 64 balls. Ryan Shawn is on 9, and so is Kwame Patan. Yeah, into the offside. They scamper through for 1. And Matt, you get the feeling run rate has gone a little bit over 8.
Good lads, good man, good one.
And we've seen how quickly Kwame Patan can score. And you get the feeling that if it comes to a situation with him in the wicket requiring 8 and 9, well, he's a good man to really get going into the offside and could pick up a couple of runs. Bhaskar Yadram has a lot of running to do.
Diwar. Akim Diwar out on the boundary. From afar, they do kind of look alike. Both very tall figures with the long hair.
Yes.
So from a distance, certainly is a bit difficult to pick them up at first. But that on that occasion is Akim Diwar. Inside edge from Patan. Will get a single. So this has been a good over from Shazad Hoke, considering we normally see spin dominate this phase of the game. So they've gone with the quick stuff in here in the 10th over. And Shazad Hoke has held up quite well so far.
But another player you'll probably want to put in the likeness of a Bhaskar Yadram and an Akim Diwar is Ryan Scott. You put the 3 together, then we're confused.
Well, I'll give Yadram and Diwar a bit of a height advantage over Ryan Scott.
Yeah, so 10 overs gone is 66 for the loss of 4. 66 for 4.
You ready, boys? Let's be ready.
So we're at the halfway stage for the NYC Titans. And so they need 81 from 60 balls or 10 overs.
Yes, Cody. Yes, Cody.
And the action will continue. Ryan Shun and Kwame Patton Jr. out in the middle. Abdul Jabbar with economy rate of just 2 runs and over mat. 2 overs, no made, none for 4. As he continues here with 60 balls remaining.
Yeah, he's bowled very tightly. Has Abdul Jabbar. This one into the leg side will get a single to Ryan Shun. Shrey Sethi, the fielder.
And I get the feeling that Ryan Shun knows that he's batting with Kwame Patton Jr. and he's just tapping it around, realizing that if Kwame Patton really gets off, he will make up for the 1s and 2s that he's knocking around.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily panic stage as yet for the Titans. They'll still want these two to carry on the way they have been going, but asking rate has gone over 8 and over, so they'll have to mix the boundaries in a bit more frequently. Both batters striking under 100. So they'll have to get things at least motoring along somewhat quickly. But yeah, I still think this is a partnership that the Titans will look at as being perhaps a game-deciding one between Kwame and Shun.
So we talked about a big shot will have to come sooner than later. And it comes off the bat of Kwame Patton Jr., 71 for 4.
He's such a strong player of that sweep, whether it's the conventional sweep on that occasion, the slug sweep, or the reverse sweep. He's a very good sweeper of the ball is Kwame Patton Jr. and picks up a boundary on that occasion. He's a good player of spin.
Yeah, good looking shot from him. Oh, gets edge into the hands of Vishal Reddy and Kwame Patton. This is a big blow for the Titans. He's gone. It's 71 for 5.
Yeah, looking to go big. Coming down the wicket is Kwame. A thick slice and a well-taken catch. So Kwame Patton Jr. has perhaps given it away. An expansive shot and a simple catch for Vishal Reddy. Abdul Jabbar has bowled so economically. He's finally got a wicket to add to an impressive display from him. And it's a big one. Kwame Patton falls. It's 71 for 5.
Batter in. Lefty or right? JK, sorry, go crouching on the stick. How are you catching, please? Shots! Closer, closer. Straighter. Closer. Here. He wants it here. Yes, Cody, yes, Cody. Chal.
Thank you.
Good finish, yeah, 2 balls, good finish.
Thank you.
So Shiru Bhatia comes to the middle, 76 to win from 55. Abdul Jabbar, you talked about how well he is bowled. Big appeal, so that will complete the 11th over, so 11 gone. And Titans, they still need 76 to win from 54. 11 gone is 71 for 5.
Bowler coming, right arm around to you. Bowler change. Ryan. Coming right arm around to you. Okay. That's leg. Let's go.
So the action continues. 76 to win. Ryan Shawn on 12. Shirubati has just come to the crease. And Parwani comes into the attack once again, Matt. And as we come down to what, 53 balls now, remaining 76 to get. And there's still a ways to go here for the NYC Titans. Playing a miss. Now they'll say Saravana Kumar. And we come down to 52 balls remaining. That run rate goes slightly upwards. Both teams playing out here are on 6 points. In the air, Ryan Scott. Oh, settles under it. Takes a one-handed catch, looking for where he was, trying to get some clearance as to where he stands. But then he stretches out the hand, the left hand, and the ball sticks. And another wicket goes down. Shawn gone, 71 for 6.
Yeah, looking to go big is Ryan Shawn. And Ryan Scott settled underneath it for a long time. In the end, he only needed one hand to complete the catch. Have a look at this. Another good catch right in front of us. We've had a good view of some spectacular catches today. Ryan Scott, have a look at this. Keeping himself aware, and just all he needed was the left hand. Stretch it out, take the catch. And Ryan Shawn has to depart.
Batter in. Keep batter in.
So another wicket falls here. 71 for the loss of 6. Parveen Dull comes to the middle. And there was a time, Matt, where we first saw Ryan Scott. He took another good catch, and that's the great feeling of the Philadelphians.
It was one of the first times that we saw Ryan Scott was locally in New York at the Paisley Pond Park. It was during the COVID year. There wasn't a lot of full-time league cricket playing, so he had a lot of pop-up one-off tournaments, and Ryan Scott took part in one. And there was a game in which he took about 5 or 6 catches in one game. Ryan Scott, wherever the ball went, Ryan Scott's 2 hands were there to intercept it. 6 catches in one game, a remarkable bit of fielding from Ryan Scott, and it was then that we realized that this man was perhaps one of the best fielders in the region. And then it didn't take too much long after that to realize he was an explosive batter as well. He didn't really bat a lot in that tournament. He was played more so for his fielding in that tournament, believe it or not. And it wasn't until we saw later on, we went to a tournament down in DC. We saw him in minor league the following year for Michigan. And that's when we saw the full potential of Ryan Scott in addition to his fielding.
So Shiro Bhatia, 2 left-handers now out in the middle. Quite a few left-handers in this side, to be honest. We've seen Pinag Ghosh, well, 2 here, Pinag Ghosh, Kwame Patan. And I want to think Keshav Raval is also left-handed. So 12 gone is 72 for the loss of 6. So the action continues. Pressure on the Titans here, Matt. 75 to win from 48. And that run rate has gone beyond 9 now. Parveen Kumar will be on strike, and Bhaskar Yadram has been given the ball. And a play and a miss, and the ball goes through to Aditya Ganesh as Bhaskar Yadram comes into the attack. 2 overs, no maiden, 2 for 17 from him. He has picked up 2 wickets along the way.
Yeah, and things getting very increasingly difficult now for the Titans. 9.5 runs and over required, 6 down, 2 new men out in the middle.
And tonight it will really set up a good go. Layers of fielder. And it goes through the hands, first of all, to the hands through the keeper. Aditya Ganesh passes Ryan Scott. And Sri Sethi is the man who cleans up.
Good thing it didn't pass him either.
Yeah, then after that there's no more fielder to pass. Yeah, look at that. In the end, a single off the bowling of Bhaskar Yadram, and so we come down to 46 balls remaining, 74 to win. And you feel the pressure on the NYC Titans. We talked about if the Philadelphians win this afternoon, they'll go to 8 points. The problem is there are 2 teams already at the top with 8 points, and one of which they will play tomorrow. So tomorrow match promises to be quite a game. Oh, playing and missing from Parveen Kumar. So we come down to 45 balls remaining, Matt. And the pressure is on this Titans team to really get those 74 more runs.
Yeah, Chiru Bhatia, in fact, looking to slice that one away. Got a fair bit of height from Bhaskar Yadram. Yet to get off the mark is Chiru Bhatia. Playing against his former franchise, remember. How good of a feeling would it be if Chiru Bhatia can get a big knock here? Slices this one uppishly, but will get a single. Ryan Scott there to cut things off. What a way it would be. A way to welcome yourself, introduce yourself to your new family, your new franchise, than to help them get over the line against your former team. It would certainly be a great way for Chiru Bhatia to assert himself as a New York City Titan.
Yeah, he's a good player. Gotta tell you that. I think this game is still set up for the kind of play that Chiru Bhatia plays. Can give you those big shots, can knock it around for some time, but oh, that's a lovely strike from Parveen Kumar. Gone for 4.
Yeah, and we know Parveen is a very stylish batter. He's shown some glimpses of what he can do late in an innings. A lovely shot from Parveen. A much-needed boundary as well for the Titans. Goes up and over. Look at that. All the ease in the world from Parveen Kumar.
And that shot came in at a time in which there was no fielder on the boundary on the offside. Corner Dry had called every man in to stay within the circle. Look at that. The fielder runs back within the circle, Matt. So there's no one bracing the offside boundary, not even the long off. And so that was well calculated from Parveen. Play and a miss, and he's out, edged and gone. Aditya Ganesh takes the catch, and another wicket goes for the Titans. 7 gone.
Yeah, looking for a bit more of a delicate stroke on that occasion is Parveen, and gets the outside edge, and through it goes to Aditya Ganesh. Yadram has a third. Just looking to ease one, or guide one away. Parveen playing it late and into the gloves of Aditya Ganesh. So the 7th one down for the Titans, and it's all going the way of the Philadelphians here as Parveen walks back.
Yeah, the Titans, they've got this game here on Monday. They'll stick around and they'll take on the Cavaliers. We talked about how Cavaliers will be busy this weekend. Mario Laban, that's the man walking in. He comes in here. He joins Chiru Bhatia, Now from the look of things, it looks like the Philadelphians, Matt, is going to the top. We'll find out tomorrow when they take on another top team, the Cavaliers, at 11:30. Bhaskar Yadram 3 for 23 so far. And J. Kishan Parwani will continue, will come into both the Shiru Bhatia. And Mario Laban has just come to the middle. 69 to win from 42. And a play and a miss, and the ball goes through to Aditya Ganesh.
White ball.
Yeah, wide is the call from the umpire. So we come down to 68 to win from 41 balls. Oh, big in the air. Fielder will come in. Unkar's up. Runs. Takes a good running catch. And another wicket falls there for the Titans. Excellent work from Unkar Zop. Safe pair of hands. Had to run a long way in the end. Not a wicket falls.
Tremendous bit of fielding here from the youngster Umkar Zop. And what a day he is having. Did so good with bat, got a half century. And now a brilliant bit of work. The amount of ground off screen that Umkar Zop had to run in. Full speed, kept his eyes on it and held on. So Chiru Bhatia goes, and perhaps the last recognized batter on this Titans lineup is gone. J. Kishan Parwani picks up his second wicket, although a lot of credit has to go to Omkar Zop for that catch, as Chiranshu goes for one.
Yeah, looks like Keshav Raval comes to the middle. And when you're and Mato, when your number 10 comes to the wicket with 68 needed, it's not an easy task. And so Mario Laban along with Keshav Raval, we know them primarily as bowlers. But they come in here with 68 from 40 balls, asking 10 runs and over. It's not going to be easy here for the Titans.
Yeah, we mentioned what an important game this was going to be in terms of the playoff race. The Titans seemingly going down here will certainly have big implications for them in the future.
Well, the good news for the Titans, I got to tell you, and we talked about it off the air, Matt, they've got 5 games after this one. The Philadelphians have 3 games after this one. So, can they make up grounds, the Titans? We'll have to wait and see. But they've got 5 more games after this one. And the Philadelphians, after today, they've got 3 more games. So, bit of a difference there. So 67 to win. And we talked about left-handers. Well, it turns out Keshav is not left-hander. He bowls left hand, but he's batting right. It's a little bit like me. Left arm next spin. Left arm spin and then bat right. 67 for win. Can Mario Laban belt a few blows across this park? Into the offside. Can't score. And so we've seen a good bowling spell from Parwani. He's picked up 2. Yadram has bowled 3 for 23 so far. And we've seen Vishal Reddy with 1, Abdul Jabbar with 1, and Cornet Dry with 1. So the wicket is spread around. Oh, big strike from Mario. Super Mario. Gone for 6.
Big heave down the ground from Mario Laban. Goes all the way for 6. We know Laban can bat. He'll need to play an absolute blinder here. 6 to end the over. 86 for 8.
Gents, nice and quick, please. Let's move, please. Let's move.
Middle. Humpy middle.
So 14 gone. It's 86 for 8. 61 to win from 36. And they're hanging on by a thread here, Matt. They're safeguarding a couple of wickets. A lot of runs to come. 61 from 36. But can Mario Laban take a few out of the park? Abdul Jabbar will finish up here. And let's see what Jabbar has done. 3 overs, no main, 1 for 9. And comes into Kashav. Another dot ball here for Abdul Jabbar. He's bowled well. He is bowled economy. 3 overs, no main, 1 for 9. So he will finish up here. And essentially his overs gone for 3 runs and over. What a spell we have seen from Abdul Jabbar. Into the onside can score is Raval. And I want to see I want to see Mario Laban with a few strikes here against the left arm spinner. Into the offside. Well, that time will come now. And with 60, Matt, some lusty blow here from Mario. You never know, right?
Yeah, certainly Mario Laban can at least bring things a bit closer for the Titans. Remember, run rate will still be important as well. Even if you can't get over the line, at least come as close as possible. Put up a fight till the very end. Laban down the ground. Has he got enough? You bet he has. Over the head of Hakeem Diwar. And this is what we want to see. We want to see Mario Laban belt a few. And there is the second of what the Titans will need a few more of.
Yeah, you want him to belt a few, but not the Philadelphians. They know that anything could happen at times, but he's made a very good comeback here is Abdul Jabbar. 7 off this over. But we've seen a couple of big strikes from Mario Laban. Will he try to jockey the strike here? Final ball coming up. He needs a lot of strike. Yeah, he's looking for a big one. You see the wind-up? And follows up with the adjustments. So Abdul Jabbar spell comes to an end. And he's bowled 1 for 16 off 4. Tidy stuff from Abdul Jabbar. So he's done. And after 15, they need 54 from 30 balls. 54 needed from 30 balls.
Has quietly had a major impact on this game. Has Abdul Jabbar. 4 overs, 1 for 16. Brilliant bit of bowling display from him. He was so economical. Got the wicket as well of Kwame Patton Jr. So a big performance put in by Kwame Patton.
So Corner Dry will bowl another spell here. And Matt, we've seen from both captains the method of bowling short spells. And here is Corner Dry. Raval into the onside, gets an easy single. Onkar Zoop runs around quickly, very energetic. Look at that, a chance of a run out here. My goodness.
Well, what is Mario Laban doing there?
What a bit of fielding from Onkar Zoop.
Yeah, brilliant bit of fielding. What? Onkar Zoop is having himself quite the day. Half century with the bat. Took a brilliant catch earlier and now the run out. But I've got to question Laban here. You want perhaps Mario Laban to have the strike. Raval going down the ground, handing things over. And he's just keeps charging down. No response from Raval. No interest at all. And Mario Laban, the massive strides of Mario Laban. He gets a long way down the wicket in very little time. The throw was rocketed in from Omkar Zoop, and a keeper like Aditya Ganesh will not miss those. So a strange way in the end, a strange way to get out for Laban. And just like that, perhaps the hope for the Titans has been dismissed.
So Ravish Kanchi comes to the middle, the final man. And it's the Philadelphians all the way as Kanchi will be the man on strike. And so Corner Dry 52 still needed from 28 balls. 95 for 9. Oh, 94 for 9. So that does it. The Philadelphians have won here at the Oval, and they've defeated the NYC Titans.
Yeah, Ravish Kanchi, first ball, taps it straight back into the hands of Corney Dry. And the Philadelphians, what a win for them. Avenged their earlier loss to the NYC Titans in convincing fashion, winning easily by 52 runs in the end, as the captain takes the final wicket and has the final say.
So we talked about the Philadelphians with a massive display of good batting, and then in the end winning by 52 runs. We talked about with this win they'll go to the top along with the Stallions and the Cavaliers, and it sets up a big match tomorrow against the Cavaliers. Both teams will be on 8 points when they collide tomorrow. But for now, folks, the Philadelphians, they win handsomely by 52 runs. And take a look at the points table, Matt.
Yeah, and not a good result for the NYC Titans. They'll slip away, and they've slipped away by 52 runs. So by quite some margin will have that effect. You could see on their net run rate into the negatives. But the Philadelphians move up just behind the Cavaliers, although they've played a game more than the Somerset Cavaliers. The Titans and the Stallions have only played 5 games, so still a chance for the Stallions to extend their lead even further, and still a chance for the NYC Titans. You mentioned them along the Stallions have got the most games in hand, so plenty of time still to recover.
So there we go, folks. Not a lot of batters that got into the teens. We saw a good knock from Pinak Ghosh, looked well at one point. Kwame Patan was beginning to shift into second or third gear, but in the end they kept losing wickets quite regularly, and in the end the Philadelphians were able to restrict the Titans. One of their first big major failure of the series, the Titans, and they will have to regroup come Monday morning. The bowling, we have seen some very good bowling here. Bhaskar Yadram was among the best. 3 for 23 from Bhaskar Yadram. Yeah, there we go. 3 for 23 from Bhaskar Yadram. 2 for 22 from Parwani. 2 for 20 for Corney Dry. And some very good catching. We saw brilliant catches from Unkar Zoop. Brilliant catching from Ryan Scott. And in the end, it's the Philadelphians who win by 52 runs. So, folks, there you have it. Tomorrow morning, the Cavaliers will take on the Philadelphians right here at the Oval on pitch number 1. On behalf of the production crew, we bid you goodbye from the Oval in Albany. On behalf of Umair, our production director, and commentator Matthew, this is Lenny signing off, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Until then, goodbye and good night.